basketball schedule in today's matchup. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
Well, it's hard not to like what they've been showing us lately. I mean, very solid basketball across the board. You can point to a lot of different areas where this team has been outstanding.
And that's why they've been winning so many of these games. I mean, they're just well-rounded. They get the job done on both ends. And when you're clicking like that as a unit, you're going to create problems.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Robertson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5, controlling the pace.
Man, guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hot. And he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Durant kicks to Robertson. Back to Durant from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there. Trailblazers have gone 2 here to start out the game. Here's Aminu and the rejection by Ibaka. The wide open kicks to Lillard. There's the screen. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a count.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Serge Ibaka, and he's able to get it back.
reacting with enough aggressiveness.
They set the screen. Lillard against Westbrook. Conley kicks to Plumlee. Just 5 on the clock. Conley dishes to Lillard. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Plumlee. Davis comes in for Noah Vonleh. This is checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Crabbe subbed in for Cole.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
Crabbe, no good.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
And as a coach, you can't really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. They've been very patient offensively. Their shot selection has been superb.
Timely passing leads to assists. That's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. It sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
They kept point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Portland moving the ball around. Harkless the pass to Lillard. He dishes it to Harkless. Pocket 6. There's a screen. Crabbe kicks to Lillard.
Touch has disappeared on him this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Waiters. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. Waiters got his first points of the night. Trailblazers trail by 10. And Lillard kicks to Leonard. 17 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard dishes to Leonard. And it's good. Assist on the play was Lillard. Lillard got 3 assists tonight.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. Been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Here's the 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
We've got Allen Crabbe. Al Farouk Aminu is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Henderson, and it's McCollum in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Again, Oklahoma City.
Boy, a little touch of style from Westbrook on that one.
Trailblazers trail by 13.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Roberson comes in for Dion Waiters.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Crabbe kicks to Henderson. Off the screen. That's short off the rim.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
To the paint. Here's Plumlee. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Thunder leading by 19. Here's Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
And, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Leonard, he's checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Crabbe. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Gerald Henderson. For three, Westbrook. And the Thunder, another three.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
McCollum, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Nobody near Lillard. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Westbrook. And the jumper is on the mark. Westbrook's got 27.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Our timeout called by Portland.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Davis is checked in for Portland. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Lillard gets double-teamed. 1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Good on the shot. Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media as all that friendly, though.
There's a screen by Cantor. Payne. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the foul called on Myers Leonard.
Myers Leonard.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And here now the Thunder. Now here's Payne. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. The shot's good from Cantor.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Waiters kicks to Payne. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
That's good. Payne's got 7.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
And so a pretty...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad right out of the gates it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. And that'll wrap up our halftime show, the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 27 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. And Westbrook, here we go.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Plumlee with a screen on Westbrook. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Vonleh, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Vonleh's got 6.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Roberson. He's guarded by McCollum. And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Vonleh with the rebound. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Thunder on D. Vonleh setting the pick for McCollum. With some arc.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
The wide open look here for Vonleh. And it's off the back rim. No good. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And the basket by McCollum.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Roberson's got 6.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
and stolen by Lillard. A floater, and he gets it to go. He's got 8.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Here's Ibaka, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
For Portland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. McCollum up top, 14 points for him. Shot from 12. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Lillard attacking. Out to the right wing. McCollum with the ball. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Now, here's Aminu. Defended by Durant. Aminu misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Rabs check in for Portland. Henderson comes in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Oklahoma City, Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams, and Dion Waiters subbed in for Roberson. Here's Durant on the money from 12 feet away. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard attacking. Here's Plumlee, and Durant sends it back. Here's Henderson. Here's Plumlee, sinks that one from the post. Plumlee's got 6.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Now here's Kanter. Defense right on him. Puts up the baby hook, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket. 1:04 left in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Kicks to Lillard. Puts it up from 12. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Westbrook. They get it again. Snatched away. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Grab dishes to Plumlee. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
Spanish every summer with the blue vans will come. We know the work and the can and run. With the plans was to get funded, stay to the set to achieve this goal quick.
The Trailblazers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. They've got Myers Leonard. Harkless is out there with Davis. Then there's Frazier. And it's Henderson in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Harkless with the steal. That's good from Davis on the assist by Frazier.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Leonard, the pass to Frazier. Harkless kicks to Davis. There's the pick. A nice shot by Frazier.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
It's stolen by Frazier. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Henderson. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Frazier with it. Picked up by Collison. And Leonard gets it to go.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Davis dishes to Henderson. Here's Frazier, rejected by Collison, and he's able to get it back. Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Leonard.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
It's stolen by Davis. Frazier against Singler. Frazier the pass to Leonard. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 3 assists now in this one.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnover is not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
Stolen by Collison.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
So, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And Portland making a change here. Vonleh's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Kanter's checked in.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Now here's Payne. Frazier covering. Shot from the top of the key. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got 11 in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And talk about applying pressure to an opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 more games left to play on their year against the Trailblazers.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Westbrook. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
1:06 left to play in the final quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Tim Frazier. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Morrow, that's a two-pointer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
Stolen by Henderson. To the middle, here's Leonard, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one. Well, we were talking about max contracts. There are arguments to their benefits. Commissioner Adam Silver said last year that he feels they help with parity. What do you think?
You know, for the most part, I do believe he's correct. I mean, they do help with parity. For guys like LeBron and Durant, let's face it, the big max contract can be a hindrance. They're probably considered to be worth far more than they're paid. But it's going to be something that is debated back and forth throughout the next negotiations for the CBA. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
That's his second personal foul. At the line,
The first one falls.
Tim Frazier. Taking 2 shots.
And Frazier drops them both.
Timeout call.
Timeout. Start it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're leading by 32. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
Here's Augustine. Misses there. So no problem for Oklahoma.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon.
Where am I?